Hey everyone, I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. Guess I've been busy keeping myself alive in the rack. Anyway, here's my homework for Babu. So, trades I missed out on. This is one that I said I was going to take and I didn't. I don't know if I was on the plane or on the toilet or where I was or what was going on. But anyway, I saw this line here on the weekly euro dollar. I've just marked these. I don't usually use these circles. It's just so you guys can see where there's a kind of important line. So I just at the very bottom of this last pin here, I marked this with a green line, and I thought to myself, if it breaks this, then maybe it's going to come down as far as there or here or somewhere. But on the weekly, that's quite a lot. So I'll look for something in a smaller time frame. So time went on and it did break this. So let's have a look on the hourly. Along we go. So here's the green line. Didn't quite manage it here. Off it goes. Boom. Breaks. Pauses. Comes back. Does a drop. Base. Drop. Off it goes. And I put a box in there. And I said, I posted up in this room that if, where are we? If there we go. So if I think I went closer in here and I made the box, I think there's where it actually broke. So you see this red pin here where it came down, broke the green line and came back up. That tells me that this is the area to look out for. So it did it once, it came back up, and it retested. Now a fantastic place, of course, to go short when you see these is there. So it breaks the line, comes back, fails to return, drops, and then when it comes back inside this blue box, this is really where I should have been shorting if I was paying attention and trading. I wasn't, and off it went. That would have been brilliant. No drawdown, nothing, and off it goes. And then when it comes back to this, actually, from what I was doing on Read the Market, I noted to myself, I think I noted it in the forum, that if it does this, if it drops and instantly tests, then you should expect it when it comes back to this blue box, if it's going to reverse from higher up. So to come up to the top here, or even beyond. If it drops here and doesn't come back at all, then don't be surprised if further on when it comes here, if it instantly drops without getting very far into this blue area. That was just something I was experimenting with looking at, and I don't know the percentages of how often it does or doesn't. I just noticed that. Anyway, going on, this is a trade I missed, so we won't go into other stuff. We'll stick to that. So I was going to take a short when it came back here. Let's go back out to the hourly. Okay, so it came back here, and it formed a pin, and I think I did short here. I may have posted that on the group. Let's look in there, what happens. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, did I short in here? I honestly can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I know I had a long going that I missed as well because I was on a plane. Anyway, the actual trade that I did miss, the one that I missed was just this, waiting for it to come back here, taking a short and not touching it. Just leave it. If it fails, it fails. But whatever happened, let's just assume I didn't do anything. The trade I was looking for was placing a short here and looking for it to go to a target. The first target would have been down here, I guess, which is fine, but my stop should have been up here. I did place a short. I didn't put my stop up here. I think I put it like there or somewhere, which is just dumb. It would have worked out for this, but it didn't. Anyway, if you look at the bigger picture, you can see doop 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 doop. So really, this is where it broke, and to be safe, if it's not a reversal, then having your stop up here should be good. and if I'd just left it, boom, off it would go, and now it would have been at, let's see, my short would have been at the bottom of the blue area. Right now we'd be at 140 something pips. You can see this pink box appearing down below us here. That is, I can't remember, but let's go back and look, and I should be able to figure out why I've put the box there. Here we go. So I'm going to take these annoying circles out. There we go. So down here, I'm going to have to go into a smaller time frame to figure out why I've done this. So here's two reasons. We have this this peak here, which was broken. Oops. Annoying. Sorry if you haven't seen my videos before. You're probably not used to this rambling idiocy. So here's a peak. Price comes up, breaks it. You see it comes up and it retests. It's the inverse of the thing I talked about earlier. So it breaks it, off it goes, and a good time to go long in this case would be when it comes back to this area, which would be here, and then off it goes. And this is where I would look for a fake out to happen into when it came back here. Because this actually in itself is where it's broken this. So it's broken, it's paused, and off it's gone. So that's kind of significant, not as significant, but you do see spikes into these sometimes. So that's why I've put these areas here. On a higher time frame, let's look daily, maybe even weekly. You've got this here. You know, you'd look for price to reverse somewhere in here. So because you've got, you know, this area, it's broken, it's paused, and off it's gone. And it as yet on the weekly hasn't come back into this until now, and now it's testing right down at the bottom of it. So you got, let me see if I can, that green line down there, just off the bottom of this. So you know, maybe that's as far down as it will go. So a target around there somewhere. So which is So you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm looking for where I would go long as the place to come out of the short, or that's what I would do if I was in this trade. So you try and not take profit too soon and wait for it to go to what would be a great place to go long to exit your short. And that is the end of my homework, I think. So what I'd be looking for to come out of this short, if I was in it, was where it then makes a new high here, and then you come to the weekend and things tail off, and then who knows what's going to happen. Maybe don't know, doesn't matter. So that would be it. So I would be looking for it to come into this pink area here and do something that made me nervous about being in a short any longer. And that's that.